Hello everyone, I hope every one of you is doing great. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how the discordant energy of not belonging could be blocking our success. In this year, I probably have seen and worked with reprogramming or soul restructuring or any of other therapy or individual calls, and in most of these cases, when we were dealing with situations in which you didn't, or the person didn't feel that he or she belonged to the family where they were born into, maybe there were too many brothers and sisters and they never felt like they received the proper attention, so they never felt like a part of the family, or they were adopted, or the parents were divorced and they were brought into another partner and they never felt like they belonged there. Then also sometimes at school they never fit in, usually when they came from situations like this. Everything usually starts at home, so if at home these people had recorded these situations about not feeling part of the family in some way, that continued throughout their entire lives in different situations, at school, at work, in their marriage, with their own family. It carries on, and that is one of the biggest blockages of success that I've seen. Usually when working with that type of emotional and energetic blockage, then once it is released, then people have to kind of retrain themselves in how to live and how to really experience life as part of something. Because imagine not feeling that you are part of anything, and you're still we live in a community here in the world. The whole point of spiritual development and elevation of consciousness is that you feel more and more integrated to all, and that doesn't exclude your family. So first we need to learn how to heal that part of us that at some point didn't feel identified or integrated to our original family. So once we can accept that, once we can forgive and release all those emotions and energies and imbalances that are recorded from that initial relationship with our parents or anyone else that was the figure of our parent at the time, then we can start integrating. And again, here we're talking about success, and like I said, success is an inner perception. Someone could be successful and have zero money. Someone can be successful and even be dealing with a terrible situation or even incurable disease and still feel successful, because it is an inner perception. So it doesn't matter what the circumstances of the person is. You cannot compare yourself to anyone in order to determine if you are successful or not. It is an inner perception. There is no standard amount of money that says that if you pass this much then you are successful, if not, not. That really is not how it works. And I think that now nowadays there is a clear division, 50-50. You know, there are people that are selling out there the idea of success that has to look like this, and then there are all these speakers and people showing their houses, how they are, and all the cars in the parking lot, and how much money they make and how many figures a year they make, and that's how successful they are. And then there are other people that are, you know, more open to the idea that they have a specific path to follow, and if they are able to find their life purpose and live that life purpose, then they will feel successful. And I personally have experienced that second group. I have also experienced the first group, in which I worked only to accumulate money, and at some point that was not fulfilling because I had a different type of call. But there are people that are they never get out of that. They never get to see that it's not all about that. But you know, everyone is in different times of their awakening process, and so everyone is living different perception of realities, and we have to be aware of that. But if you are in between, or if you're one of the ones who are ready to, you know, make that change into the perception of your individuality as a authentic being, perceive yourself and realize what your authenticity is, and then experience success from that place. Find out what makes you authentic and what is your gift, and then explore that and show it to the world and bring it out and see how it brings you happiness, and then that is how you will find your success. But if you at first don't feel that you belong to even to the world, because it starts with not belonging to your family and not belonging to this and that and that, and then you just don't belong anywhere, that carries out, and it's really a really hard emotion and energy to carry along. You need to be able to identify if you have this type of emotion in you. Do you feel that when you refer to your family it's like them, or like, do you ever feel that you don't belong and you really don't want to see them, you don't want to talk to them, you kind of find ways to not attend to family events and things like that? So if you are in that boat, I strongly suggest that you start analyzing why is that, and try to bring it out, because as soon as you bring out all these subconscious beliefs, then they lose the power of subconsciousness, then they are exposed, and then they are like a choice. And that point, any subconscious belief that is surfaced, then it becomes a choice. Do you really want to continue doing this now that you know that it's something that happened when you were 3 years old? I mean, it's time to probably give another chance to this so you can really experience other things that's holding you back. So that would be my advice. And there's a way that, of course, we can find energetically what the imbalances are and find out in which groups of people you recorded that, and balance it in the way that we do it here with the soul reprogramming method. Or you can try to restructure all the layers of the soul. I have also shared that method with you with the soul restructuring book. And and then there are many other ways that you probably find out there that you like better. So there are ways to do it, but it all needs to start from you making the determination that you want to heal. And once you do that and you're willing to cooperate and you're willing to say, okay, I'm going to get over this because it's really blocking my success. And at first, even if that's the motivation, it could sound a little egotistic. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you can heal that, because it could also be causing other negative repercussions to the people involved, and they might see you like you reject them, and it's only a matter of your perception. Even probably they already got over it, and you still continue bringing that back every time. So that will help everybody. It's not just you. So by healing yourself, everybody heals, and that's something that I always like to remind everyone. So if you're a person who has recorded this discordant energy of not belonging, this is your time to reflect. Do not wait any longer, because it could be the one reason that is blocking you from experiencing real success. Very good. I hope that this video was helpful for you, and you can watch more videos like this at healersofthelight.com/videos. Thank you. See you next time.